There's like hints in the books where he's saying like she's too young for him. Like, but what is this? Is this a creepy relationship? Like, wake up in the morning, think about so many things. Hi guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show. Hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be a discussion about the possible sequel of Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. I hope everybody is doing as well as can be, and I really do hope everybody is being as proactive as possible in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. And if you're still on the lookout for some resources, I've linked some in the description. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts on my commentary. I'm always up for a chat, I'm always up for a debate. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a dislike, no hard feelings. And if you really like this video, consider subscribing in helping you get out. So I do believe that there could be a possible sequel to Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, or perhaps a brand new series, because the books that it is based on is actually a 10-book series and they only covered 2 of the books. And the 10 books definitely provide enough content for a series. I'm talking multiple seasons. So those are my suspicions. So where have these suspicions come from? My suspicions come from this tweet. So the director and writer and producer of the film tweeted this: "Are you a writer or a fan of my film Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, based on the books of the amazing Louise Renson? Then please DM me. Cooking up something exciting here." Now, she has other big films like Bend It Like Beckham. So I don't think this is just a separate project. I feel like if this was a separate project, she would be writer and director of this film and this film. I'm looking for writers for new projects. She pointed out and specified this film. This past year has been reboots, and especially in the young adult genre, we have the Saved by the Bell reboot, we have a Winx Club reboot. This is a good time for reboots. So in terms of what I would want for this new project, I would be happy with a film or a series. I'd be happy with whatever she gives us, but I do have preference for a series. I always wanted there to be a series. After reading the books, I was just like, why is this a series? Why did they just do a film? And why did they only do one? Like, there's literally 10 books, and even the film doesn't even touch on the second books. Like, Dave the Laugh, his character has such a bigger role in the books. R.I.P. Louise Renson. I was so upset when I found out that she died, because I was just like, please tell me she's gonna sign off on a series. So yeah, R.I.P. She was a real one. She really held it down. I am upset about the ending though. I feel like the ending was a bit of a cop-out though. So if it is a series, I hope they do rewrite the ending to something a bit more interesting. But in terms of what my hopes would be for like a reboot series, in terms of the cast, there isn't anyone that I could say would be my fantasy cast. I kind of just feel like they should I would really love to just see some new actors on the screen. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing the same recycled teen stars. I love when they find new actors. But in terms of the cast, I think I would like a diverse cast. I only really had like one person of colour in the film, which, I mean, living in Brighton kind of makes sense. In the books, there wasn't really much of a description given for most of the characters, so really it is kind of a clean slate. My vision would be a more diverse cast, especially for the Ace Gang, and I would love for all of the Ace Gang to be included this time, because Mabs and Jules were missing, and I'd want more of a storyline with the friends as well, not just so focused on Georgia. I'd love to see a series where all of the Ace girls have some sort of storyline. I feel like that would be really cool. And more of a storyline with Lindsay as well. I'd love to have a villain storyline for Lindsay. Like, why is she the way that she is? I feel like her storyline is very superficial in the books and in the films. But I'd really love to like have like a proper development for Lindsay. And I'd really love for Lindsay and like the Prefect girls to be like, have like, you know, the trio Mean Girls. Obviously the books had a lot of drama in terms of what the feel I'd want it to be. Like, obviously with these young adult dramas, I feel like drugs and sex is now a given with these young adult adaptions. And I do feel like it definitely needs a more mature tone. And I wouldn't necessarily be totally against a more mature tone, but I still feel like it should retain most of its innocence, because I feel like the books were very innocent. But I do feel like a lot of the situations that Georgia was in, and the relationships that they had, and the state of their relationships was a bit unrealistic, especially with Georgia and Robbie. Like, he was such an older boy, And I feel like that wasn't really addressed. Like in the books, like their ages are not really talked about. Georgia's meant to be like 14 in the first book, and Robbie, I think he's either like 16 or 17, maybe even a bit older. So it's kind of like, I feel like he's meant to be like in sixth form or something like that. So it's like, is he like 17, 18 with a 14-year-old girl? Like there's like hints in the books where he's saying like she's too young for him. Like, but what is this? Is this a creepy relationship? Like, I'd like to see that explored. I feel like that would be a bit juicy, because I feel like that was kind of just glossed over in the book. That's pretty much what my core kind of, mood board would be for a series revival. But I'd be interested to hear from you guys what you would want for a revival. Would you want a film? Would you want a film sequel with them all grown up? Would you want a revival film? Or would you want a series? Do you have a dream cast? And what would you like to see explored? And would you like to see it go down a mature route? Or do you feel like it should keep its kind of innocence that it had in the books? Gurinda, if you stumble across this video, I am a writer, film school trained. I heard you're looking for some. I would love to be a part of this project in any capacity, whether it's a writer in the room, whether it's an assistant, whether it's shadowing, interning. Hit me up. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's definitely a bit of nostalgia. I'd love for it to come back, and what type of project it is and what it looks like. But yes, that's pretty much the end of my video. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you have, don't forget to put my notification bell on so you know when my next video is dropping. I'm also trying to get to 2.8k subscribers, so I'd appreciate if you help me reach that goal. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. Till next time, guys. Bye.